for tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. Well, screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Oilers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And his first look is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Slot man moves right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Cut 19, cut 19, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 8. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
On the set.
And now an audible here into something else. Henry running right. There he goes, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You look at this Niner defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Trap 60, trap 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3rd and goal, Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. But Charles, it was something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not, well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. 2nd and 14. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. With a quick throw completed by Willis. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Rig alert, rig alert. 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions. Check it, check it.
Right back to the air again with Willis. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Willis with a quick throw out wide. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and 3. From the gun, here's Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Drop 50, drop 50. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Second down throw coming by Willis. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now they'll change things up.
Alert! Alert!
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Seven Pirates, Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready?
Now Willis to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
70 Ranger, 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hurt. 60 Maverick, hurry.
Now Willis. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run. It's Henry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. They'll run it again with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Come on, come on. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
cut 19. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. In motion, right goes Hopkins.
19 right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, 79 Broncos.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
60 Bison, Cup 19, Cup 19, hustle.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And quickly they get to the line.
19 Lions, Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Buffalo 18. Go Street. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a